Welcome back to Nightingale's Motorcycle and Restorers, metal finishers, powder coaters, ceramic coating, polishing, soda blasting, vapour blasting, dry blasting and TLR200 builders. Right, a different one. TLR200 engine exchange. I spoke about this a few weeks ago. We'll go over to a bench in a minute, tell you what we're up to. And as I say, this won't be for everybody, but someone who's got an engine and they're looking at it thinking, oh, it's knackered, you know, it's gone. Or it needs the usual kickstart, bearings, things happening inside, smoking, head, and you want to revamp it and get another unit sent out to you, exchanged. So we'll go over to the main desk now and have a quick look and tell you what we're up to. Right, so exchange engines, TLR200s. As you know, this is what we specialise in. It's only a section of our business, but when we come back to these Hondas, we've done a lot with them over the years. And this is, as I say, it's not for everybody. And we've even got it down to, as I did say in a previous one, that if you've got an engine casing and you want to keep it engine and matching frame, we will, when we take your engine in, strip it down, and we'll use your original casing subject to the internals being okay, which we will give a thorough investigation into every area and things which we know are stock problems, but 9 times out of 10 they're good. Full engines are good usually, but if it's got to the point where it's literally tired or non-runner or she's seized up, we will take it in part exchange. So I'm going to tell you what you're going to get from us and some of the other bits which may interest you as well. So I'm going to work backwards really. Choice of colours, and again when people say it's only a child's bike, you know, but it isn't, it's your project, depending how you're doing them up or what you're doing. So you've got the choice first off. Usually we go for crankcases in black, and this will be all ceramic coated, so obviously the engine will have been stripped down. You'll have seen as I go on about it before, the inside of the engine soda blasting where any bearing housings are, blind bearings, etc. Then the externals are done in ultra fine media to accept a ceramic coating, and usually we probably go for something like a nice satin black, but you could have the choice of some colours if you're doing a special. Again, remembering that's about 625C, petrol resistant and brake fluid resistant. It's a factory finish. So the next stage we'll be going on to then, as I say, I'm going backwards, will be your side casings. Do you want polishing, eye polishing? Do you want them spraying in a different colour? You've got about 135 colours. There's some lovely of the Honda colours on the swatches. We can send you the, give you a link to look at all the colours in ceramic coating. There's some lovely HRC or some dark golds. So you could match a barrel with an outside, you could have polishing. And I'll do you a drop down photograph again of one of our TLRs over there, which we've done a bit more bling to the engine. And then of course coming up from the cylinder head and the rocker box, you could have a different colour, but the idea is, as I say, I'm working backwards, so a lot of time into preparation. If it's show polishing or anything you really wanted, you might even want to go for some powder coated casings rather than ceramic coating, but that's up to you. So I'll tell you a bit on the next stage, and it'll be on the cylinder heads. So when your engine comes in, we'd be stripping it down only in the event that we're using the casings for an engine number. If you wasn't bothered, then the next stage of this will be taken to our ultra-fine dry plaster, ultrasonic, 6,000 watt ultrasonic, all cleaned internally. Then it'll go for soldering, and then the outside. Then we'll inspect it, and if we have to put the diamonds over it or do anything, we will be doing. And same with the barrel. Now the barrels will take back, obviously we're checking that all the fins are on it, common sense. And then we'll probably go to first overbore, good quality pistons, rings are gapped, and this will be ceramic coated as well. Again, high temperature coating. The thing is with this new small end, quality piston, the cylinder heads will be one of our cylinder heads, unless stated. The thing is, these are our heads, which you know we do. Ceramic coated top, which gets eat away. The double bearing cam, ceramic coated cam, and working back down, the valves I do with ceramic coating, the valve springs in another valve coating, everything for longevity. The heads, again, you can either have the standard window or your own window putting on. It'll have the stainless steel, all stainless steel bolts on it, and as you can see, ceramic coated, a few caps on, nice coloured billets and a coloured glass. So that again is one of our high performance heads which we sell separately. So we've got the head, the barrel, the casings, and then when we've got it cracked down, as I've shown you, we'll be doing all the correct soda and checking it all, and then after that we'll be going for the usual. So it'll be conrod, big end, crank split obviously, balanced up, be a new cog for the timing chain to the bottom, we sweat them back on, a new one at the top and a new chain. New main bearings, gearbox bearings, blind bearings, and then the famous kickstart shaft mechanism. So we'll be replacing genuine Honda cogs, left and right, checking the spindle, spring, and then assembling it again, new gasket set of course, putting it back together, ready for the barrel to go back on it, new clutch plates, this side built back up, the other side built back up, checking the stator, the pickup, and your voltage out obviously, and then we'll be looking at the next stage. So when we get it built back up with the barrel and head put back on, and all checked over, then we'll put it into our mule frame test bed. We'll run it up a couple of intervals, drop it down, take the oil out of it, fresh oil in, run it up, and then it's bench tested with oil, ready to go for when you receive it. Now, we've tried to cover everything. What I'm going to do is, this is going to be a mule engine to start with, and the casings, as you can see. So we'll be starting to strip these down anyway, because it might be somebody who just wants a straight transplant, not an engine number. We'll start preparing these and show you them taking back. Then you go the bore size, just to make sure it's got a clean bore in it and a new piston. Eye lift cam, of course, your bigger valves, and then it's assembled, and then we create it ready to go out. We're nearly there, we're just getting a final price on this, as I say, 2 weeks definite. This is on its way now, this is going to be an exchange unit. Not for everybody, but if you've priced it up and you start yourself with labour, or even a friend doing it, and going to this standard, I'll just do you that drop down of the engine down. Yeah. So the only thing I'd really say is that obviously it's an Honda, we're into bigger stuff here, CBX 1000s. This is ready obviously to put straight in, put your carburettor onto it and the manifold, just a little carb manifold which you'll have, and obviously we'll do some warranty if anything failed. The only thing we will be saying is we would like to think that the majority of people obviously using 4-stroke carburettors, and which will come with its original air filter box, which we like this setup, it's our preference, but after years of seeing, so I've got one in at the moment which I could show, but I aren't going to show it because it's how can I say, it's a bit sensitive, put it that way. And it's not from a garage, it's just that, you know, he spent a lot of money on it and it's gone the wrong way. Not saying that's the cause, but if we stick to our process, then we're ticking all the boxes. So, not as exciting as usual this video, but it is really for the TLR200 lads. I'd like to think that with bench testing it and running it out, It also matches, we put one of our carbs to it, so we'll be able to see how it's revving out with a good ignition on. When I say ignition, I actually worried about your pickup and your stator side, obviously. I'm more bothered about the black box having maximum white spark, charge, bang, out. So I'll keep on this one a bit, because what I'll do is we'll prep the casings. I'll add this into a video where I'm doing some workshop stuff, so you can see how they're coming on. But as I say, as far as we're concerned, they will be clean back and ready looking showtime for the colour that somebody wants. That's why we are building it back up. We're going to leave it naked. So as usual, thanks for your comments. Like and subscribe if you like the videos. I've had some good conversations, just come back after Easter, and some great people on with a lot of questions. Again, a bit unsure on things, so you can always get me after 3 o'clock usually when machinery ain't on, or email me. Based in Scarborough, North Yorkshire, 01723 370 399. And as I say, this is a completely different idea, because not everybody wants to build one of them bikes or have us build one of them. You know, a lot of money. And it's sad, because you're probably okay on your 2-strokes, but it might just throw you with a little bit on your 4-stroke engines. The only thing I would say, we've done these for a long time now, and when we put them together, everything checked, everything torqued down right. As I say, run the oil out, put it back in, all your ring gaps right. So you've got a completely rebuilt engine with everything new, including a performance head on it. So till the next one, appreciate it again, and thank you very much.